So today we're going to talk rebel songs. So there's this anti-rebel song phenomenon going on in the media right now. It really kicked off about 11 months ago when the Irish women's soccer team beat Scotland to qualify for the World Cup. In the changing rooms after that match, they sang a song called Celtic Symphony by the Wolf Tones. Now, a lot of people in the media came out and said it was a bad choice of song, they shouldn't have sang it and all this kind of stuff.
Very unwise. I'm surprised, really, that modern players would be still inclined towards that sort of chanting in the dressing room.
I think what bothers people the most is when they come out and say stuff like, oh, that day is gone, those songs shouldn't be sung anymore, that was a different era, all this kind of stuff.
The day for that is long, long, long gone. If there ever was a day for supporting that type of stuff. So I was very disappointed when I heard it.
Now there's also some people in the media that are in favour of it and think the whole thing is blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And in my personal opinion, I just think it's been blown out of proportion. We have one that says the whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. This has been blown way out of proportion. The girls sang a song. They weren't supporting the IRA. It makes my blood boil that they can't even celebrate their fantastic win.
But I think this kind of comment is the one that bothers people the most.
Yeah, I think people are making light of the Irish team singing that song. They have embarrassed the country as well as themselves with their insensitivity and ignorance.
Now my reply to a comment like that is, have you ever looked into the Irish national anthem, or do you have any idea whatsoever about what that song is about? So Ireland's national anthem is called Our An Naveen. It's a translation of The Soldier Song, written by Padraig Carney in 1910. Now this song was actually sang by Irish rebels in 1916 and actually sang by the IRA in the Irish War of Independence. It's a song written about Irish independence and republicanism, and it was written in a time of freedom fighting. Now if these people in the media think that Celtic Symphony is not okay, I'd be very curious as to what's their thoughts of our national anthem, Our An Naveen. Like, that song was actually sung by Irish rebels, actually sung by the Irish Republican Army. Does that not make it more cruel or more offensive, no? My main point here is I think everyone should be allowed to sing the songs that they want to sing. Up in the north, I know unionists sing the song The Sash, and rightly so. They have every right to sing that song, and they should have every right to sing that song. I think an important thing to note here as well is that they're saying that rebel songs promote sectarianism, and to be honest with you, I really don't think so. I love rebel songs, I've listened to rebel songs for years. I went to America this summer teaching the history of Irish rebel songs. I've never harmed a person in my life. Just because you're pro one thing doesn't necessarily mean you're anti the opposite, and what I mean by that is, I'm pro rebel songs, I love rebel songs, but that doesn't mean I'm anti-unionist songs. I actually just listened to The Sash before recording this video. It's a good song. These rebel songs, if you will, they're written about historic events and people throughout Irish history, and they're keeping their legacies alive. And I mean, nobody can really argue with the fact that keeping their legacy alive is wrong. I mean, we learn Irish history in school. But anyway, the most recent controversy around Irish rebel songs was actually at the 2023 World Cup. Apparently, Celtic Symphony was played in a hospitality area at the World Cup. I just think it's very strange that especially Irish people in the media are coming out against rebel songs. People coming out against Celtic Symphony saying it's offensive and it shouldn't be sang and all that kind of stuff. But then on match day, Our An Naveen will be playing and they'll sing along to it? I mean, that doesn't really make any sense to me. Our An Naveen is the king of all rebel songs. It's the reason it's our national anthem. It's because it was written in a time of Irish freedom fighting. It was sung in 1916. It was sung during the Irish War of Independence and the Civil War. It became popular because of the freedom fighters. I mean, it's hard to outdo that. But the main point of the video is I think everyone should be able to sing the songs that they want to sing. Be it an Irish Republican song, be it a Unionist song. I don't care what song it is, because these songs are keeping our history alive, be it my history or your history or whoever's history, doesn't matter. These songs are incredibly important. When I started learning Irish history, the majority of what I learned at the very start was from rebel songs. These songs have been a huge part of Irish culture, they are a huge part of Irish culture, and I believe, or at least I hope, they always will be a huge part of Irish culture. And the fact that a lot of people have to stand up for these songs that commemorate and remember and bring forward the legacy of all these people that fought for Irish freedom, the fact that we have to stand up for that just confuses me. Don't understand it. At the end of the day, I think Brian Warfield from the Wolf Tones said it best.
So I just say one more thing. Celtic Symphony, ooh ah up the ra. That means an Egyptian god. Okay, love you all.